for something that's brand new, I usually record about 4 episodes worth, just so I can actually, so it's easier to edit and so it's easier to get the videos out there. So at worst case scenario, it takes about, what, 2 hours to get those kinds of videos out. So if, let's say, BDSP comes out, I think right when Sword and Shield came out, because I think I woke up at like 5 in the morning where I am, and it was already there, and I just started playing it. So if it's something like that, I'll definitely try and, I'll push it to like 2 hours. I'll definitely push it for 2 hours. Now, normally if it's a series, I would always go for the first session to be 10, but I think trying to push it to 8 is even going hard enough for a new thing. Especially since for the Borderlands 3 DLC, I think, and for the, not just that, what's the other one? The Borderlands 3 DLC and, what's the other game?
Themselves could be turned by Diablo's evil if it is not vanquished soon. That would be a dread fate indeed.
Oh, Crown Tundra, that was it. Yeah, so both the DLCs, like, of course, the first episode I tried 4, and then I literally... This is not actually a joke either. When I was letting the Crown Tundra render, I was gimmicking around with the save file. Well, not really the save file, like I was PKXing everything or anything like that, or editing my save or anything like that. No, I was like fooling around on it, probably beating up wild Pokemon kind of thing. I was rendering. The thing I love about rendering certain videos in general, like depending on the game, it takes longer than you would normally think, and other times it doesn't. Like for Diablo 3, for instance, each and every one of those videos, by the way, the 16-minute, 17-minute, whatever they are, those ones I'm always very surprised of how long they actually take to render specifically. Like they always take around 20 to about 30 minutes, give or take, to render for a 16-minute video. Now, I just chalk this up as Diablo 3 has something with its like art style or something like that that makes like my editing software go, well, we don't really like this anymore.
Must serve the cycle.
No, we don't like this game as much. It's going to take you a lot longer. Now, I remember trying to edit before,
I need essence.
like a long time ago, for a friend, because his computer was really bad, and so I said, well, since I have 2 computers, I will just use my better one to go and edit for videos kind of thing. His style was similar to mine, and I ended up going with as much as I can, and it took around 2 hours to render a like 16-minute video. 16 minutes. It took 2 hours. Now you could probably chop it up to how I did everything, but yeah. So he was recording videos with Fraps, which was a very old software that used to, it's not really the word for it, but that was used to record a lot of videos back in the old YouTube days in like, I want to say 08, no 08, maybe like early 2010s kind of thing. It was used to record videos and such. Or that's what it was mainly used for, was recording videos back in those times.
No.
But if you're new to how Fraps was, allow me to explain.
Weakness consumes you.
So he literally had to come to like my house with like a huge honking drive. And I said, "What's this?" He goes, "Oh, that's my videos." And I'm like, "What?" So he hands me the drive and I go, "Okay, so how big is it?" He goes, "Oh, it's about 300 gigs." And I'm like, "What videos did you do?" He goes, "Oh, well, you know, typical YouTube stuff." And I went, "Like, you're joking, right?" So Fraps was technically, I don't know if it was made for it, but I think it was more of like a extra feature kind of thing, where it can record games and such, which is good. Don't get me wrong, it's a good feature to have. But I think it gave you huge file sizes, and it was very inconsistent.
Closer to victory.
Oops. Why is it that I can skip with that button? Is there a setting I can put that I can just make it so I can't skip it? Is there a setting I can do to not skip it? No, it doesn't really look like it. Your video? No. Sound? Nope. Oops. Here we go, click. Yeah, it doesn't really look like it, okay. Interesting.
The demons come from Diablo's realm of terror in the burning hells. The gateway must be shut.
Yeah, so like each and every like file that it would produce, it would have a cap of about 4 gigs, so you know it's not going to go over that per file. So that's the good thing. That's the good news about it. You know, it has its own limits, which is good. You want a program to know exactly when its limits are, and you obviously don't want it to be too high either, because then that means that most programs, if they want to run this, especially on Windows, they're not gonna like over like 20 gigs of footage kind of thing. So that's good. The problem was that this 4 gigs of footage, it would be hard capped at around 2 to about 5 minutes of whatever you're doing, depending on the game or depending on what you're recording kind of thing.
I'm afraid not.
So, you know, don't get too comfortable in thinking that you're going to be able to record like I do for this.
Destroy the rift, Oculus.
The Hell Rifts are closed. You have far exceeded my expectations, Nephilim. But there is not a moment to waste. Quickly, you must make your way to the Silver Spire.
Okay.
The Hell Rifts are closed, but it is of no matter. Soon there will be nothing left of these high heavens. All creation will be the realm of terror.
Okay. I don't know if I need to go here or not, but I'm gonna go here anyway. Oh, I didn't count. Okay. Doesn't matter. No enemies, interesting. I would have expected some enemies here.
Spoke of the heavens, but I never realized how glorious they truly were.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, so with the file sizes
I cannot do that.
so big, but not only like as a huge file size, but they were all in these 2 and 3 minute like videos kind of thing, and I didn't know of any editing software that could actually end up doing it. So I had one lying around. I forget even what I had to install that would include it. I don't even remember, but it was called Windows Movie Maker. Now, or just Movie Maker in general. I don't know. Maybe it was like MSN or something. I don't know. Anyway, so I had this program called Windows Movie Maker. Now, what you can do with that program was that you can drag and drop any video or pictures, because it was used to, you can use it to make collages kind of thing. Or slideshows technically. And you can drag and drop your videos, and what would happen is that what my current editing software now does is it calls it snapping. So you can like snap the video footage together almost as if like it's seamless transition kind of thing.
Tyrael.
Yes, my friend. I am ready to again fight by your side. I was wrong to give in to despair. You have shown me there is still a chance for victory. But we must hurry. Even now, Diablo makes his way to the Silver Spire. I finally understand. Your kind faces death and darkness every day, yet still you find the courage to move forward. It is an honor to be one of you.
I knew you would understand with time.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait till.
Your kind does not belong here. If I see you again, you will die.
I'd like to see you try.
Pay him no mind. This is your fight, Nephilim. Your power is even greater than Tyrael foresaw.
Cool.
One can only hope. But now, we must stop Diablo before he reaches the crystal arch above us.
Okay. Oh, that's what I was talking about before. So yeah, so I used this program called Windows Movie Maker. It had the functionality like what my current editing software calls snapping. So pretty much what ended up happening is that you can drag and drop video clips.
Diablo is readying his final blow against the high heavens. A devastating act that will disrupt the balance beyond all remedy. Tyrael and I must find a way to save both of our realms.
Can I finally get to just saying this? It's quick.
Corruption is thicker here.
Oh my god, shut up. I am done with this. So yeah, so pretty much I would use the... Come on, seriously.
How does it feel, knowing you helped me become the prime evil? For all your mighty deeds, all you really accomplished was unleashing me upon the world. Some savior you are, Nephilim.
Leah, no!
Alright, so pretty much like it would make it easier for me to do the videos since the snapping made it look so simple for me to do, so I decided to just use that as the basis for just getting those smaller clips into a bigger video, so it's much easier to throw it into a different editing software that I had lying around. So pretty much I ended up using Movie Maker to turn those 2-3 minute clips of varied durations into one video that was still within varied durations depending on which one was which, but at the very least it was all under one video clip rather than just in 5 separate like 4 or 5 separate ones kind of thing. So while I ended up doing that, it took about 40-50 minutes, give or take, depending on how bad the video was, kind of thing, in terms of like how many different clips there was, kind of thing. And then after that, I would send it into a different editing program, I forget the name of it, and I would send it into there almost just as is and made it run through that. The reason why I had to go through the second one was because even after Movie Maker does its thing, it turns what would normally be about a 16 to about 20 gigabyte video clips into about what was it? It was around like 4 or 5 gigabytes at the end of it. That's still way too long for what it needs to be. So I decided to run through a different editing program. Didn't change any of the settings of the video or anything like that, but made it run through that, as this one I found actually decreases the actual capacity of the amount of size that the video was. So I decided to make it go run through that, and then all of a sudden it turns from 5 or 6 gigabytes. I think the max I've seen it be is about 10 gigabytes down to like 1 gigabyte or even less than that. And that process took an extra hour. So pretty much per 16-minute video or whatever it was, that took 2 hours to edit. And I don't even think it wanted me to actually take anything out. It was mostly just, hey, just put these together. Because for him, it took like 2-3 hours.
Forsook my home. To see it again like this, any joy I might have had is replaced with sorrow.
Cool.
Upwards. We must make it to the summit.
Yep.
Diablo is climbing the spire to the Crystal Arch. We must hurry.
I don't know this person, do I?
How could you convince my own husband to kill me? I could have been safe, but you made him cut me down.
What? Okay. Wait, did it drop anything? If it did, then I already picked it up good. But yes, I just wanted to